I gotta leave at 8 pretty much anyway. Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's up? How's everybody tonight? Looks like we got a few people already joining. RV Dog is here. Roof. RV DJ is here. Yay. They have bells on.
The RV DJ has bells on. Okay.
The RV DJ has bells on.
Jingle bells.
It's almost that time. It's hard to believe.
Mm-hmm.
This month is almost over.
I'm ready for fall weather.
It is.
Yeah, RV DJ, we heard you got a live coming up at 8 o'clock. Congratulations.
Your other one went really, really good.
Yeah.
I hope everybody's doing good tonight.
Yeah, we saw that you got some subscriber boosts just a minute ago.
I was watching that. I had to hop off of there so that I could come do this. Hey, Van Vita. How are you doing, pretty lady?
Van Vita.
If you are doing well, I saw your numbers are growing. Everybody's numbers are growing. That's a good thing.
As long as they keep growing.
That's a goal. That is the goal. So anybody have any big plans? It's Thursday.
Yeah, we do.
We have plans. Anybody else have plans? Let us know what your plans are this weekend.
Yeah, matter of fact, I got to go outside and load up our truck for this weekend. This weekend, we're going to Jonathan Dickinson.
Dixon.
Is it Dickinson?
We don't know where we're going.
Jonathan Dickinson State Park.
Hey, Homestead Aquarius. I'm just going to double check that.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
I don't know why I want to say it's...
Yeah, so I haven't loaded my truck yet, so I got to load it so we can leave as soon as I get off work tomorrow. And we can hook up and take off. So I've been busy. I'm behind on everything. So actually busy writing a resume. I'm just going to...
Dickinson,
yeah.
Jonathan Dickinson.
Yes, that's what I thought.
You were right.
Yeah, I'm busy doing all kinds of things and wasting time with some things. So I'm trying to write a resume for SpaceX. You know, we're here in the Space Coast, so there's a lot of openings over there at SpaceX. So I'm trying to get my resume just right, and it takes longer than you think it does because I'm not a typist. And
hey,
then
Griswolds.
you're digging up old records and stuff, trying to make sure the times line up and all the skills that you have to put all the frosting and the whipped cream on top of who you are. And I still got to go load up the truck. We're going camping this weekend.
Yeah, we haven't done anything.
Yeah.
I mean, luckily, other than like the stuff that we got to put in the truck, we're taking everything with us. So definitely it's easier to go.
Yeah, it's just
now.
I got to load up my scooter and the kayak. Yeah. That's the main thing. I don't think we need any firewood. It's too hot, and we're not going with any family. So
yeah, it's
no firewood.
It's just you and me. You and me, babe.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, we don't have to carry as much.
Like that the RV DJ said, some state park somewhere in Florida. An RV Dog. We are going camping, but we don't know where.
Jonathan Dickinson. Sherry couldn't remember the name. That's okay.
It's me.
We're going
He knows where we're going. That's what matters.
Yeah, I was like looking at my reservations, and I'm like, I don't have it on my queue.
I need that one.
I know we're going this weekend. Well, how come it's not on my queue? And Sherry made that reservation, so it's in her name.
I have no memory.
Yes, we camp every day, but we don't leave to camp, so we don't have to put anything in the truck.
Yeah, that
so
makes it easy.
This time we're leaving, so
this is just a short weekend.
We like to ride the scooter around, and there's places to kayak here. It's a very water-friendly place. We've never been, so I've been looking at a few things on YouTube about things you can do there. They're saying it's the highest spot in South Florida. There's like a, walkway to go up over the sand dunes, and you can look around, to the ocean and the waterway, in the intercoastal waterway.
Jamie Travel says they're doing interviews weekday tonight at 7 Central Standard Time. Well, let me click on that. I always forget I can do that. Timothy Keller Van Weller is with me, working full-time and 5 interviews a week is proving to be too much for this girl. It's tough.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, my sister works at SpaceX, and she's real happy. Now she's working a lot, and SpaceX, based on what she said, is, they work hard.
They work really
They
hard.
get paid, but they do work hard. Unlike the old Space Center when I worked there, you didn't have to work as hard, and you got paid.
It's government versus private.
Right.
Private sector.
I'm totally in favor of private sector. So I'm looking at a job that doesn't seem to be super hectic, but who knows what'll happen? Who knows if I'll even get an interview? Because I'm sure everybody applies. They got a lot of job openings there. Really a lot. So
Well, it's also a booming company right now.
right, you can imagine now
I mean,
that they've
at
had.
least a launch a month.
Yeah, they have the space program straight up where they want to go now. They got a successful launch vehicle. They got guys up there in space. Now they're just going to shoot them up as quick as they can.
Papa Drew is here. Papa Drew's going camping next weekend. It's going to be 104 degrees outside. No kidding. It's like camping in Death Valley. Should be fun. Does not sound like fun.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're pretty smart campers.
We like our AC.
We stay in AC when we can, and then we plan our outbursts, and then we get back in.
Yeah, sometimes sometimes we can get nice shady spots and we can run a fan and sit outside and it's okay.
Not likely.
But yeah, we're getting to that part of the year where there's like no break in the humidity during the day.
Yeah, I work outside, so I deal with it.
And
all the time.
I can't do sun right now. I can't do sun. I can't get overheated.
Yeah, so it's like in and do your thing and come. Go out and do your thing. Come
So
back
this
in.
weekend's going to be a little bit interesting. 'Cause
Yes.
I'm on medication that says no sun,
Yeah.
or I will
Yeah,
just turn into a big blister.
Sherry's health is not doing real well, and we went to see a doctor, and they prescribed something. Just as let's see. So
Makes me feel pukey,
yeah,
and it can cause blisters.
yeah, and
It
you're
sounds
already
like
weak.
Great side effects, yeah, and I already feel not great. So I'm fighting a headache right now.
Mm-hmm. Hey,
Yeah.
Kenneth.
We'll make it work. So I
Yeah.
told him, I'm like, we go, and if I can go and climb and walk around, then he's gonna go get some good video, and then I can watch it like you guys.
Yeah, yeah. We got the lighthouse we want to check out, and like there's a video out there on YouTube, the 5 top things to do at Jonathan Dickinson Park, which was pretty mundane, lame video, but it did its job because it was done by the park rangers. So it's
Those are
lame.
informational.
Yeah, just informative.
Yeah.
But it did, get to the point and no fluff.
Yeah. Papa Drew likes AC too.
Yeah.
If Thousand Trails has the pool open. I didn't think they had any pools open. We're having problems right now with Thousand Trails. I put a message in for them to call him, and I guess they haven't called him yet because we haven't been able.
If they called, they didn't leave a message because
We haven't been able to reserve anything. I can pull it all up. We're good until actually I looked at it, said we were good till January, but then when I pull it up, it says something about not being in good standing, or I don't know. But we have an account we didn't even pay for. It shouldn't. We've canceled some, but we canceled during the pandemic because a lot of places were canceled anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know I don't know. I couldn't talk to anybody. I had to leave a message, and I guess we'll try again.
Yeah, we've been trying to get our campsite reserved in the Keys, and we haven't been successful. My sister has. My two sisters have got sites in the Keys. We have not. So might not be camping when my family is. Might be camping later.
And I didn't think about it, but we could also be trying Penacamp.
I don't want to camp there.
I guess we're not doing Penacamp. We'll just do
No.
Bahia.
No.
I know. I was just thinking somewhere is better than nowhere.
Well, we'll get there. Just may not be during the mini season for lobsters.
RVDJ says Thousand Trails pools are open here anyway. Yeah, let's see. We went to KOA and they were closed.
Yeah.
We don't go to many places where there's a pool. But I do remember we had a couple reservations in some Florida Thousand Trails at the very beginning of all of this, and the pools were actually, they said pools were closed, laundry facilities closed.
Well, as far as the Keys go, we always book 11 months in advance, and it's very difficult.
We're still booking state parks.
So
they're out there.
So we're always determined to keep going till we succeed, and we will keep going.
We will. So
it is very difficult to do, and you have to be persistent and not give up. You know, like I said, my sister got a site, then my other sister got a site,
Yep.
and they're going to keep plugging along. And if they get sites and we don't, they're going to give us a site. Like my sister might get multiple sites.
And that's usually what we do. I think you and I both had sites this year, and then we figured out which ones were the best sites, and then we canceled the other sites. And
yeah, we did really well last year. This year's not so well. We haven't hit anything yet. We've been trying for over a week and haven't got any sites in the Keys because we do the certain one, where we all our family get into the same park. So that's all we do.
Yeah.
So we also booked a nice county park called Trimble Park. We've never been there. It's in Mount Dora, so we're looking forward to that. Hopefully Sherville will be in better physical condition.
Looking forward to that because we can't. That was one of our canceled ones.
That's a lot. Yeah, that's one of ours that got canceled when COVID first hit. So, and my sister's already booked. April, my sister booked a site right next to us.
Yeah, I saw that
at Trimble Park. I think they only have like 15 sites.
Yeah, I think we're like 13 and 14.
I picked.
Now y'all know.
I picked a site with a water view, and my sister got right next to us, so we're real happy about that. And then we have Long Point, which is a county park, and that's booked. And then we have.
Are we alone at Long Point?
Yes, so far. Well, my sister's might try, but so far we are. We're also booked for Fort DeSoto over there.
I am really looking forward to
and Tampa.
Yep.
Never been there, so we're all for trying to do as many places that we haven't been before.
Yeah, so we got some cool ones coming up, and then we're going into the Panhandle. Yeah,
for Christmas we'll be doing the Florida Caverns in the Panhandle and Destin, Florida. So that'll be fun and exciting.
Some pretty cool things, and I think actually we pretty much decided we're going to slow down just a little bit because you've got a lot of footage to do.
Yeah, we're probably going to, after, another couple of weeks, we'll have nothing booked till October. So that'll mean basically most of September off. We'll have one trip in September. And I have a lot of Florida Keys footage to go through. Yeah. And we have some other ideas for some other videos we want to do besides just the camping videos, like the people that do top 10 and stuff like that.
Yeah, we've got some
maybe
ideas.
Some maintenance videos,
Yeah, because we came up with our lists of, we have some different things.
Yeah, other tools that we consider, the staples, but also not helpful ones.
Yeah, not sure have to haves, but the ones that are like your top 10 maybe makes life easier, or
Yeah, like I bring a floor jack every time I go camping. Most people don't bring floor jacks, but if you ever have a flat tire and you're on the side of the road, a floor jack can be your best friend when you don't want to lay in the sand, or there's sand spurs there, or whatever, trash on the road, or
ice maker,
whatever's on the side of the road. Yeah, we have our own ice maker.
Ice maker.
Yeah, one of those little handheld little vacuums. You just go and you vacuum up little messes really fast.
I agree with that, Papa Drew. I think a lot of places, I think I've seen online where people have went to some of the parks, national parks, and they're only allowed to do certain trails and not other trails, but yet they're being charged full price. I don't know. I can see where they still have to keep everything maintained. So maybe that's why they're charging full price, but I don't know.
Yeah, I've been to Destin before, and I haven't been there in 30 years. I think it was
I've
beautiful.
never been there. The RVDJ, so unless you're the wine company the governor owns, it's closed. Yep. Long Point is nice. We've been there before.
Yeah, I looked at our Brevard County COVID
We got a cat.
positive results, and deaths are in the
Slow.
single-digit percentages.
Yeah, we're
now,
slowing down.
in the
Hopefully
single-digit
it stays that
percentages.
way.
So anybody dying is tragic, but people die every day of other things. So the good thing is, evidently, either what we're doing is working, or the virus is doing its thing and working it through, and people aren't being as affected by it. But
yeah,
I'm sure a lot of it has to do with masks and people not going out.
So I'm in healthcare, and we had a 2-hour web call the other day, and I just had to giggle a little bit because, of course, we're talking about flu season getting ready to start, and they were talking about our flu shots were coming out, and they said we have a prediction this year from the CDC that this is going to be one of the lowest flu seasons yet in for the past 15 or 20 years. I don't know. They gave a statistic, and we were all just laughing because of course it's going to be the lowest. Everybody's wearing masks, right?
Yeah, and people aren't allowed to do what they normally do socially.
We could actually take a break. I mean, I'm actually glad that we're going to have a light flu season because, we've had enough to deal with.
Yeah. So, hopefully that this Corona thing gets in perspective, So
the RVGJ, they extended your season 2 weeks. You don't have to winterize until 11/15. We never have to winterize.
Well, we don't, but we have had. I've been around when the freezes come, and I've seen burst water lines on condos because they're not insulated, and they burst in the concrete walls and overflow on the roof, and we got icicles. I've seen it happen.
Yeah,
it happens. We don't typically get that kind of cold weather, but it happens.
RVDJ fur baby.
So yeah, I would hate to, have an issue. I think if we drain all the water, that would make us good. I think the only thing is if we're living in it, as long as our exterior tanks are somewhat empty, we don't have long freezes like they do up north. I mean, we'll get a freeze, and we usually get above freezing in the day. Usually that would happen. Very seldom do we stay below freezing for more than an evening or night. It would have to be pretty severe, but it's happened. I've been out there before in it, but not very often.
I think I just got a notification for the RVDJ.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My camper's tongue jack something.
Yeah, I can't see the rest of it. I'm afraid if I click it, then I'll mess up. I mess up something. Hey, Positive Pusher. Hey.
Nice name.
It's an awesome channel.
Nice that you to join us.
Yeah,
appreciate that. We're always looking for more people. We go through the waves of new people, and then they don't come back. Maybe we're not very.
I think a lot of people did.
Maybe we're not the charismatic thing, or they were just trying to get a subscriber.
I'm low energy today.
Well, I don't think that's it. I just think some people are trying to get subscribers, and they come in for a chat, and then they leave, and they're not. They're not really subscribers. They're just looking for subscribers. You know what I mean?
Maybe, but I've also met a lot of people that way.
Yes, that's true.
They watch a lot of our videos,
but we see the same. We see the people that are steady coming in, and we appreciate it very much. Otherwise, why are we doing it?
So, if everybody in here, this is the first time you've been with us, and I think we've got a small audience tonight. I think we've got 6 people. So a lot smaller than what we normally would do on a Thursday night. But I know the Positive Pusher, it is your first time here.
Yeah. Thank
So
you.
if we could drop the Positive Pushers link, that would be awesome. And that channel is great. She will go live sometimes, going to work and like lots of nice kind of making you feel good. And met you guys through Aisha. She's such a sweetheart. She's my girl.
Yeah, well, we were in the Keys. I would try to do pop-in Facebook lives.
We did a lot of that
because we can't do mobile lives on our YouTube channel yet, so we have to do it on Facebook. So that's what we do on Facebook. We pop in Facebook and look, we're here at the campsite, right on the water, and it's beautiful.
See, that's where YouTube
look at all the butterflies.
YouTube does fail on that because it's so easy on Facebook. We were able to just like pop in, and I'm in the middle of the kayak between two bridges while he's snorkeling, and I could jump up, just pop in there and easily do like lives. And they make it just so difficult on YouTube to do that, unless you're going through some other streaming platform, and then it slows it down. And then StreamYard's great, but StreamYard uses a lot of bandwidth, and so
we got to reach our thresholds, right?
Yeah, which we're doing. We got dirty stuff.
Yeah, so
Homestead Aquarius, thank you for dropping that link for me. I didn't even pull up to see, make sure I have mods. Okay, so the RVDJ, your video is my camper's tongue jack shorted out. That could be a problem.
That's a problem. A floor jack could maybe help, maybe not.
Let me turn off my bot.
It depends. Depends on where the jack was stopped.
Yeah.
If it's stuck all the way down, that would be.
Oh, look, that's the wrong one.
All the way extended. What is that?
That's the wrong live. It just popped up on my phone. That was crazy.
That's weird.
Yeah, that was really weird.
So it's showing an old one?
It showed an old one. It's not showing my
new we're brand new.
Oh, here it is.
Did you hit the wrong one?
But still, it said I did. That's weird. Look, it's telling me to subscribe to myself.
Sweet. Subscribe. It won't let you.
Have y'all noticed that? Like I go to my channel. And there I am. Subscribe.
Subscribe to your own channel.
Really? Like, come on.
Hey.
I can give myself a thumbs up. Boop, boop. I got 8 thumbs up.
Oh, you're the new watcher. It says we got another watcher.
Yeah. Gotta watch. Oh, look, that's how delayed it is.
Yeah, it is. It's
good. It's a delay.
It's good in case you want to block somebody.
I know, Positive Pusher, we didn't have to do it, but that's just what we do. We want to share the love.
Yeah, hopefully it helps.
We appreciate your support, and you have friends that I don't have, and vice versa, and that's how we all grow. We do it together.
Yeah, do you guys have any ideas of YouTube videos you think would be interesting? Because we have some, and we're trying to come up with some new ones, because we're gonna, I think after the next camping trip video, it's going to be Silver Springs. After that one's done, we're going to do another type of video besides a camping trip. It's like we already said, like a top 10, like a top 10 items you need to have in your RV, or you can't live without, or extras, or maybe even make it a funny thing. What's going on? What are you making these faces for?
I just remembered something.
Okay, well, spit it out.
I was, but you were like talking.
Well, you're making a face. So how am I going to finish? I'm like, okay, are you going to comment?
Am I going to explode? This is our 100th video.
That's right. Today, this is our 100th.
You guys are on number 100.
The 100th video of RV Weekend.
Yeah, so this will be our 100th upload by the time StreamYard does its thing. So
Congratulations to us.
Positive Pusher said she's been here before. I thought you were here before.
No, you didn't. You thought she was new.
No, after I said it, I thought, I think 'cause I said that last time too. StreamYard turns your phone into a hand warmer.
I saw that.
Mm-hmm. It does. Yeah. That's a big woohoo. It's 100.
Yes. Yes. I didn't think it would take that long to get to 100, but it actually went faster because of the live streams. Because when we first started, we had no thoughts of really doing lives.
Yeah, I wasn't planning on it really.
And then after we saw what lives do for your channel, we thought, well, let's do some. And now here we are.
Here we are.
Yes. Thank you, Kenneth.
Yeah, it's a big milestone.
Mm-hmm.
All of them. Like they've all been really, really cool milestones. I learned a little while ago, I was on another channel, just kind of basically watching and lurking. I don't know how many of y'all do that, but I'm not feeling that great. So I'm not real commenty, but I've been watching some videos and I saw somebody and they had this prize wheel and they were like, to have you add your name to the wheel, do the upside down exclamation point and wheel or something. And then it gives you a link. You click on the link and then you put your channel name in it and then add you to their wheel. So you guys all know we don't do, but in the, like the RV community, we do a lot of prize wheels. So I thought, woohoo, it's a prize wheel. I have no clue. So I'm waiting and I'm watching. And all of a sudden I went off to another channel and I left it running and came back and I saw people saying, congratulations, RV weekends. And I'm like, I looked at him and he's working on his resume and I looked at him and I was like, hey, we won. Of course, I don't know what we won. I'm like, I wonder what we won. We won a channel review. So
like, okay,
we didn't win a Blackstone. we won a. So it was actually really it's probably more valuable than a Blackstone, maybe. Right, already made a couple changes.
Yeah, well, I was very interested in what this person had to say, just to hear. You need to be critiqued to make a better channel.
I think that's really important.
I think we had a lot of positive comments about it.
Yeah.
So we were real happy with that.
And I've had this happen. We did this before. The RV community, we used to do a Tech Talk Tuesday, and there was a bunch of tech guys. And so you could get your channel reviewed, and they would go in, they'd kind of dive into it and dig it all apart and tell you where they thought you would need to improve. Mm-hmm. And so there were lots of things, like we didn't have playlists, so now we have playlists. They suggested all our thumbnails to kind of look the same. So that way when people saw you and YouTube suggested you, that you would be recognizable. So then I started making all our thumbnails the same because that's what they kind of said. And I thought, okay, well, that kind of makes sense. Mm-hmm. And then I never did a description on the playlist. So I'm watching this guy earlier and they did one.
On live.
Oh, it's my mom.
Sherry's mom is on live. Hi.
Hi, Marlon Bellum is my mama. Hey, Mom.
You finally made it.
You finally caught
on our
alive.
100th video. This is our 100th video. Hi, you two. How do you two? How do you and
your buddy your baby just left. He was up here.
He was. Oscar was just behind us.
Yay. Now I totally forgot where I was going with that. Oh, so then, when we get critiqued to this one, that's the one thing that we got critiqued about was that
all our thumbnails look the same.
All our thumbnails look the same. Yep, this is Mimi.
Well, he said which video sticks out to you, and it was the only video really with no thumbnail. Of course,
there's no thumbnail because YouTube was being silly and would not let me use the same thumbnail because it said it was over 2 megabytes, which makes no sense because it's the same thumbnail I always use, but it will not let me upload it. I have no idea.
And your mom said she finally figured it out. We're so happy that you figured it out.
So you guys, Marlon Bellum is my mom, Mimi.
Oh, so glad she caught us live because she was always missing our lives.
She would always post and say, "Hey, I'm here."
Well, we weren't live
We
anymore.
got some from FNA Van Life earlier. Awesome. Okay. Are you going to send me an email? Let me know. Oh, okay. YouTube changed the algorithm to benefit a video every day to have it suggest your videos more. Okay, well, we got to talk. Hey, Sunshine, how are you doing? How are you feeling? I hope you are feeling much better. Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you for stopping by. Have a good evening.
I know you're here.
Yay.
You make me smile. To my mama.
How about your dad? Is your dad watching
Hopefully
too?
my dad's there too. But she's
Sunshine. What is that? What's that second word?
Hey, Mr. DJ, play that funky song. So you're doing better. Good. I'm glad.
Sunshine Side of Life. Okay, I can read it now. I couldn't read it. It was too small.
I know you've had a rough go. And I think a little bit of salt air and ocean probably would make anybody feel better.
Hey, so, Roy and Becky.
Happy, safe travels. And
your
fun.
mom's dog. Oh, your dad's dog walking.
Well, Roy and Becky. Hey, hey, hey.
I hope he gets back and can watch when he gets back, and he'll be tickled about it, hopefully.
It's Miss DJ Sunshine. How am I feeling? That's a loaded question.
She's not doing well.
I'm not doing well.
Hopefully, she's taking medication that's real strong. You know, so a lot of these prescriptions are poison for your body, but they're helping one area, but they're side effects in the other areas. So she's dealing with side effects. So we got to go through this to see if it helps.
Got to go through all the steps. And the step right now is I go from being pukey to being pukey.
Well, this helps her. This live helps.
It does. It gives me some distractions.
Sunshine Side of Life says salt, sand, and lobster do me good. Yeah, they do me good too. A lobster's in the freezer. Oh, yeah, we got to bring Sherry's mom a lobster tail.
We'll have to cook it.
And cook it for her.
We'll have to cook it for her. Absolutely. You have to cook it.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Roy and Becky. I will. I know it. God's on my side.
She better. We ain't got time for this.
No, we don't have time for this.
There's Oscar.
This is sucky. There
Mom,
you go.
Look, there's Oscar.
Look, you guys, my mom.
He's looking at something out there.
Yeah, there's something out there.
He's looking at something.
He's on the prowl.
Could be a bug. It could be a bird. Could be a lizard. Could be anything.
He is definitely.
He's got good eyesight, so he can see stuff. Look at his tail flickering.
What are you looking?
He's like, what's out there?
There's something he's looking at.
Look at him. He's going to hit me in the face with his tail.
That's pretty funny.
So, yeah, we're going to be heading down south a couple of hours from here tomorrow, going to Jonathan Dickinson State Park, a brand new park for us, but we heard a lot of great things, and people say that's their favorite park. So we were coming back from the Keys 2, 3, 4 weeks ago and drove right by the exit, and it said Jonathan Dickinson Park, and I said, we should book a site.
And we did.
And Sherry did it.
I pulled it up, and I was like, hey, are we doing anything on... No.
Your mom says to hit him. Don't worry, I give him little paddles. He likes it. See? I go like that. Look, he likes it. He doesn't get that from Sherry, right? You don't do that. I give it to him. And he likes it. Look at him. Do some more. Do some more. Do some more.
Thank you, Sunshine.
Thank you, Kenneth Oaks.
Thank you, Kenneth Oaks.
Appreciate prayers. I've been praying, and Sherry's praying with me. So
we pray.
We
pray just every morning and every night, and we pray in between. I'm sure we could pray more.
I don't know about every night, but definitely try to do it in the mornings.
Every night.
let's see. That's nice. Thanks you for Sunshine saying that. Yeah, do that. See, this is why I don't like it. There we go. Look at it. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. You're getting whacked with the tail. Oscar, come here. Your Mimi wants to see you. Look, there you go, Mimi.
He's getting his hair back. He was real short haired earlier,
Aww.
like a couple weeks ago. He got a good shaving.
Mm-hmm.
I need a good shaving.
Yeah, you need a haircut.
Look at that. I'm like, got a little gray spot there.
You have lots of gray spots. But we don't hit him. We give him a tap.
I hit him like that.
Oh, look, he's right back
He gets
again.
frisky when I do that because he knows, stop it. Whatever he's doing, you're going to get it.
Mom, it was funny. You and I had that conversation the other night about possibly going to like Mayo or someplace like that. And my doctor was sending me text messages last night and actually said, hey, if we start running out of options, we need to look at Mayo. So she kind of said the same thing and gave me a little bit of advice. If y'all will look in the description for this video, for this live, I did put a link in there about like Lyme disease and some facts and stuff. I'm getting whacked by the tail.
He does have a good looking mustache.
He does. Well, you shaved, I believe, for that challenge.
Yeah, well,
I didn't tell Robert about that challenge.
Does that mean you lost?
No, they all shaved and now they're growing it.
Oh.
For a certain period of time. It's some kind of a beard challenge.
I thinned mine out, and my little grandson didn't like it at all. He's like, he wants my beard to be full.
Yeah.
Because that's how he grew up. That was a feature that he always endeared. And I found that if he saw another man with a mustache and stuff and a beard, he was attracted to it. He just likes that. So
no IPA. I'm not much of a beer drinker.
Me neither. I don't drink beer.
I'm not much of a beer drinker. I will do like Mich Ultras and I'll do like the hard ciders. And actually with this medicine, it says on it no alcohol. So
have you ever heard of Mount Sinai Hospital?
I have heard of them, but I don't know if we have any down here in Florida.
Wow. Yeah, that's really bad.
I'm sorry. I am glad you're doing better. I know I was watching. You had some scary moments. $6 months to raise money to teach veterans the art of blacksmithing.
That's an art.
That is an art. Absolutely.
Yeah, did you see that movie, the first Pirates of the Caribbean, where that guy's just making a sword? That's pretty cool.
That would be cool to do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm getting whacked.
I don't do blacksmith stuff, but I use heat to
you do some welding
to break corroded or stuck bolts or nuts, and use heat, and it kind of helps the metal expand and it can break free a little easier. I used to have that problem when because I was a commercial lawnmower business, and sometimes if you hit something when that mower's blade is spinning at such a high velocity, it would tighten the bolt.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't get the bolt off to take the lawnmower blade off. So you'd get up into there with a torch and just blast that bolt, for 50 seconds or whatever. And then boom, it would come off.
Yeah.
And yes, I do. I'm a self-taught welder. I don't do it at all anymore because of our situation, but looking forward to the day when I can create.
Y'all see what's going on behind my head, right?
September 7th, I'm having a port put in. Oh man.
Yeah. That's one of the It was kind of one of the things that, we were looking at. They're doing the plasma treatment for you. I will. And I hate, I've been blessed I didn't have COVID. They did test me, and they actually checked to see if I had antibodies, and apparently I don't. So I was never had it.
And that would mean I most likely never had it.
Which most likely means, yeah, you never had it. I was kind of hoping I would see the antibodies there.
I saw some report about a guy who had COVID and then got it again.
Yeah,
but didn't have any symptoms.
I think we've tested people a few times where they've tested negative and then tested positive.
Well, I saw that there's a holiday coming up.
Yeah,
Labor Day. So we don't have anything planned. So, we're going to probably get a lot of things done around here,
Well, if you say that, what somebody's going to be posting something on here in a minute.
I need to change the fluids in my truck.
Yeah.
It needs new radiator fluid and get that flushed, and the new oil filter, air filter, fuel filter. You actually have to clean the exhaust filter. Ridiculous. So it's
all that stuff.
High maintenance truck, but is very, very efficient, very nice, strong truck. Yeah.
Yeah.
So got to do that, and obviously got to maintain your RV. So, I need to put UV protectant on all the tires and the windowsills and everything that's plastic and black needs to be treated.
It needs to be protected.
Yeah, and I just pressure cleaned the roof.
Yeah.
And lubed up hinges and steps and
you did that over the weekend.
Things, yeah.
So we should be good for that for a while.
Yeah, well, you got to lube every week, every month. You got to lube. And the UV was holding up fine, but probably Labor Day's a good time to do it.
See, I told you if you said that, what was going to happen.
See your sister, your mom says. No, don't see her unless she has a different handle that we don't know about.
No, I think she's talking about, I think my sister might be going to see my mom. And then we go to see my mom, and then I would see my sister. I don't know what that is. Do you know what that
is? Does my truck do a regen? I'm not sure what that is.
So maybe not regen.
Regenerate? REGEN? I don't know what that is.
So stuff's going to be there for Labor Day? Yeah. I mean, I could always drive. You could always drive. We could always go for a day.
Yeah. Thanks, Kenneth Oaks.
Yeah. He's the Ford man. AKA Kenneth
Well,
Oaks.
What I also need is some cab bushings. My cab bushings are shot. It's not necessarily a performance issue, but it is something that needs to be addressed. And I've done enough mechanic work. I don't want to do anymore. But especially ones where stuff falls in your face, like you're laying under it and you're trying to loosen something and stuff falls in your eyes. I don't like that at all. Thanks for coming in, Sunshine's Side of Life.
Thank you.
Appreciate all
I will be continuing to pray for you too.
Appreciate all your comments.
Your procedure goes well, and the port goes well, and the plasma treatment is healing, and this is going to be a chapter that you can put behind you.
Oh, give me a second.
I'm by myself. Bye, Homestead Aquarius. Thank you for coming by. I will be feeling better. Got to.
Yes. Positive thoughts.
Yep.
Get it going. Yeah, and it's hot here. Hot. I tell you.
Hot.
Sweaty hot.
Look,
in Florida.
Look at that mustache.
He's prowling around everywhere. There he goes.
He's on the ground now. Some diesel engines have to be blown out when the exhaust filters get full.
Yeah, the exhaust filter has to be cleaned.
Yeah.
I haven't looked on YouTube how to do it yet,
I love you too.
but I will be checking that out on YouTube, how to clean my exhaust filter, because my sensor says to do it. The other day I kicked it down with a test drive with my son, and it popped up, clean exhaust filter. I kicked it all the way down, so it didn't clean it.
No.
So
Okay. Some of the school buses have a button on them.
you know, I don't know near half of what this truck has on it.
Yeah.
It's so technical, and when you buy it used, you don't get the lowdown of everything.
His old truck, like with a backup sensor, would go off because we had the trailer, and so he had a button that he could push that would like deactivate the little sensor, so it wouldn't be making that horrible, annoying beep noise. And so the other day when we were backing in, it was doing that, and he's like, "Look up how to do that." So I'm like trying to YouTube and Google search, like, how do I turn this? I got every other kind of alarm figured out, but
couldn't figure out how to
couldn't
turn off the
figure
backup
out
sensor.
how to turn off the backup sensor.
Thank you, Homestead Aquarius.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, push the button while the bus is idling, and it revs high and blows carbon and soot out. I'll have to look it up. I'll have to look it up on YouTube how to do it. But I need the 70,000 mile maintenance also consists of brake fluid flush, transmission flush, coolant flush of the radiator on the engine coolant and the transmission coolant.
Yeah.
So it's significant. The amount of fluid in these diesel motors and obviously to the transmission is substantial, you know, so you got to, how much fluid can you carry? Can't imagine it's less than 10 gallons in that thing.
I get you on that.
Yeah.
I totally agree with you. Cars and trucks nowadays, you can hardly work on them yourself because of all the computer sensors.
Yeah.
Yeah, they make it difficult.
Well,
I remember when they used to first start putting sensors on cars where you couldn't even get the sensors turned off unless you went to the dealer.
right.
Now they've found ways, you know, you can get around that. But I remember that at first. I drove around forever with a check engine light, and there was nothing wrong with it was just because I needed to do maintenance. But I had family that did it.
My sensor came on about my coolant. It says check coolant additive. And I'm like, really? Coolant additive? So when I did some research, there's a pH level in your radiator water that you can check and have an additive you can add. And I went to the dealership. Again, you can't trust one person necessarily unless, you know, they're telling the truth. You don't know if they're telling the truth unless you go check.
Yeah.
So, you know, one video said this, and then I went to the Ford dealership and he goes, there's no sensor in there. It just goes off after 70,000 miles or whatever.
Yeah. You just happen to hit the lottery of it's that time.
Right. And I haven't, and on YouTube, it shows you how to reset it, but I haven't reset it because I wanted to keep reminding me to do it.
Because we don't want to forget.
I want to change it. And I looked at the radiator water and it's not bright green like it should be. So some radiator water is orange. So I'm not sure what they use, but you know, you want to be safe. So I need to change the oil filters, the air filters, fuel filters, because there's several fuel filters on it.
Yeah, seriously. YouTube how to turn that off. That's what I did. I had to do for my Toyota.
Well, the old days,
you couldn't.
It was not.
It wasn't like it is.
It wasn't.
Now.
You could reset it, but it wasn't the O2. If the O2 sensor went out, or the O2 sensor was sensing bad fumes, you could reset it all day long. It would come back, but it's not going to really hurt your engine. It was more of an efficient emissions thing. So, you know, yeah.
The engine was still there.
Nowadays, a lot of the check engine lights are voltage gauges and low pressure gauges. oil pressure gauges, these other gauges, they just warn you when it, because you used to have just an idiot light, they called it, just a red light came on with a,
Something's wrong. You knew
Right.
something was wrong.
and then went to gauges. Well, gauges weren't enough because we're not watching the gauges all the time. We need a light to tell us our oil pressure's low or water's hot. So now we have both gauges and lights. So most of the lights will just be, urgent needs, and the gauges are something.
Well, I remember being probably not a teenager. I was probably a young adult, and I had a check engine light on, and I thought I was doing everything right, and I was stupid, and my check engine light actually ended up blowing a transmission.
Yeah,
I forgot to change the oil.
yeah, that's a problem.
That was a bad thing.
Yeah. There's a difference between a red check engine light and a yellow amber check engine light. So your truck runs great because it might be just an O2 sensor from back in the old days. An O2 sensor is not going to stop your truck from running. It's not. It's just more of a pollution control thing. Hey, your truck is being more polluted.
I like that. Just get some duct tape.
No. With a $25,000 diesel motor
Well, I'm
replacement,
talking about them.
you're not going to do that.
No.
With these trucks, you want to keep the maintenance up on them, and they will take care of you. Regular gas engine, not
Roy,
as expensive.
Roy and Becky, what is Honey? Is she a Class C? No, she's not a Class A. I always get the A, B's, and C's. So what's the kind that's got the bed over top of the cab?
That's a Class C.
I was right.
So Class A is a motorhome,
Yeah, I know
diesel
those.
pusher. Class B is a van. It's basically a van.
Yeah.
And then Class C
Class
is a
C.
truck cab with the
The-
camper built into it.
Yeah. I think that's what Roy and Becky have, a Class C named Honey.
That's what my brothers and sisters have also. I have a sister with a travel trailer, a sister with a Class C. I had a sister that had a travel trailer,
We will see you
and
there.
a brother with a Class C. So, and I used to tent till about 2 years ago.
And then you had a hybrid.
And then I had a hybrid. I learned about a hybrid because that's what I got.
Yeah, you had a
And I
hybrid.
learned that I wouldn't want a hybrid.
We had memories in the hybrid.
I know, but I wouldn't want one.
No. I like what we have now.
Yeah, a hybrid is
Class C.
some of the work of a pop-up, and it's a hassle. It's not very safe, in my opinion, and it's not as efficient as far as
Yeah.
insulation. It's not. It's you almost got the worst of both worlds kind of thing, where you got a high RV, but you still got pop-outs, which is a pain.
Yeah.
Because then they don't insulate very well. If it's hot out, you're letting a lot of
Yeah,
hot air in.
that was hot in the Keys. That canvas would definitely heat up.
Yeah, and you got to cover it with tarps and stuff to reflect it. And I'm like, no, I don't want this. I got it for a day's labor, so I'm not going to argue.
It was free. Well, free with your work.
Right.
Hi, CJM Farms. How are you doing today? Is that a jalapeno for your J? That is pretty awesome. I like that.
Yeah, the Class B is basically a van.
Yeah. Yeah, I think if we ever went that, I could see us with maybe a Class C. I don't know about a Class A. I think as far as me driving something, I would feel okay driving a Class C. I don't know if I could feel comfortable driving a Class A. B, I think, is maybe too small.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good reason to start your YouTube channel. We appreciate everything you share with us to learn.
Yep, you're pretty awesome.
I have a mechanic that I go to, and I asked him about Sherry's Toyota Camry, a 2018 Toyota Camry, how to shut off the oil change notice, and he said, go to YouTube. He didn't know how to do it. He's like, go to YouTube.
Went to YouTube, 9 o'clock at night, walked out there with my little video playing and did the buttons. And I'm
Bam.
like, it's off.
Yeah. So I did the same thing with the radiator coolant additive. The coolant additive.
That's what
Check.
we do now. We go to YouTube and we look things up.
Yeah.
When we have a question, where do we go?
I mean, I used to mow grass for a living, and I had a customer ask me to program their irrigation system, And I looked at it and went, it's not digital. I don't know how to do that. And then I just typed it into my phone, and it told me how to program it. It was like a dinosaur, the old kind with the little prickle, the fork prong things. You move them, and I'm like, I have no idea how to do that. And looked it up in their garage on YouTube and figured it out.
RV Dog, I have one of those. The one you get where all you have to do is open the door and you're done. I feel like that's pretty much all we do. But maybe that's all I do. You do a lot more. You do the work.
Here was the issue with the hybrid for me. Besides what we already stated, you got to lower that bed. And my back is not the strongest back. And I just didn't want to deal with it. I didn't want to deal with it.
Yeah.
So I'd much rather pull up level and just hop in the bed.
We could have, if we wouldn't have gotten this, which, things happen for a reason. But we had I had mentioned, doing a reno on that old one. But yeah, we decided to go with this. When we bought this, we didn't know what we were going to be living in it. So God knows better than we do.
I only got it because I said, hey, if you're ever going to sell that, let me know. And 2 years later, they said, hey, you still interested? And I said, I'll be there in 30 minutes. And they gave it to me for a day's worth of labor. Yeah. So I worked at their house for a whole day, and they gave me the RV, and I never had an RV before. So it was a big learning experience. And then, popping out the beds and putting the poles out and dealing with the heat. And, it was like, I don't want to pop out my beds. That was, I'm overworking hard. I've worked hard my whole life from high school to now. I'm tired of doing strenuous things and trying to be as less strenuous as possible to preserve my body, because I've listened to my body. So when I was a roofer for most of my life. I still am a roofer now, but not a serious roofer. But when I started doing lawn service, I was running around like one of those 12, 18-year-old kids with a weed whacker, going everywhere really fast. And then my knees started hurting really bad, really quickly. Because I've played catcher and roofer and all this stuff with my knees. And when I did that, my knees started hurting. And I thought, let me try to slow down and see if that helps. And that helped. I started walking slower, and it helped. And then
Dallas County Scratchers. Woohoo!
Hey, how you doing? Dallas County. Where's Dallas County?
Hey. Expedition Greg is here. Hey, everybody.
Yeah, so,
let's drop some links. Anybody in here? It's a moderator.
My goodness, it's 8.
I know, it's 8 o'clock.
Time to go. I gotta go.
We can't delay this tonight. It's normally
we can, but RV DJ's got a live going on.
RV DJ's got a live at 8. But you also,
and I need to load up the truck for our camping trip this weekend.
Yep.
So we're leaving the Jonathan Dickinson State Park tomorrow.
Yay!
And hopefully I'll have a video ready for Sunday.
Yep, that's the other thing.
So come back for our live on Sunday.
So Sunday we do our live at 2 o'clock.
Should be back here, same bat channel, same bat location.
Yeah,
hopefully. We might be late. Maybe we'll make it. Maybe we won't.
MGM, it's first. All right, we need some links dropped. We've got 2 minutes. Oh, now I know what's up. Black Light Records Raid. There's my girl.
MGM Family Travel, first time in. Thanks for coming in.
Yay, guys.
Nice to see you.
That's pretty awesome. We got raided.
I don't know what that means.
It means
People
everybody
jumped
over from another live that was ending, and they came. Y'all joined us, and we're getting ready to close it up.
Yeah, we got to close it up. Let's see.
So now I'm going to have to hang on for a little bit.
Chat. Facebook. Thanks.
Thanks, 4 men, for coming by.
EV Weekends on the channel right now. Come join us in chat.
No, he shared it out in his community tab. So he's put at RV Weekends, shared you out.
Thank you. Where's Dallas County at?
Where's Dallas County Scratchers? Where are you from? Blacklight Records Raid. Awesome. Yay.
Yeah, I got to go load my truck with my kayak and scooter for tomorrow's journey to down south towards Jupiter,
Yeah.
Florida for Jonathan Dickinson State Park camping all weekend.
Gotta throw some links in here. So let me do some of that myself here. I don't like it like this.
All right, well, I'm going to go load the truck. Good seeing you guys. And we'll hope to see you on Sunday in our live chat at 2 p.m. And hopefully we'll have a video ready to watch.
Yeah.
See you next time.
I'm still here.
I'm out of here.
I am still
It's starting
here.
to get dark, and I'm going to get
It is
mosquitoes.
He's gonna get mosquito bitten because we were supposedly done now. But you can't. I guess I can. Y'all are awesome. Tony, thank you for stopping by. All of you guys. Can we raid somebody else? I'm gonna post the link again. Let's see. Sonia is a fairly new YouTuber. Let me see here. And I think this is only their second live. So can we go and blast her with a raid? I know she just went live. I want to thank everybody for coming. You make it hard to go. I appreciate all of you guys. Hey, Nell. Wow. So I appreciate everybody coming in. But we're going to run over and do an RV raid, RV DJ. So y'all stay safe and have a wonderful couple days. And we will see you guys on Sunday. Mwah. Let me send that link and head out. Bye.